fractions to percents here. I've got 5 problems. What we want to look at is to see if it's the convenient type of fraction. Percent, think cents, there's 100 cents in a dollar. So it's in the convenient category if the denominator goes into 100. Let me remind you. So we want to find out how many out of 100. Well, how many 25s go into 100? You think of it this way. 4. And we need to use the same multiplier. 25 times 4 is 100, so 6 times 4 would be 24. So our answer would be 24%, because percent's how many out of 100. You don't have to write this, you can just mentally think that. Let's try it that way. How many 20s go into 100? 5, so the multiplier is 5. So 11 times 5 would be 55. That's going to be 55%. I can write it out on the next one. When I get it into 100, percents are out of 100. 100 divided by 5 is 20, so we're using the multiplier of 20. 5 times 20 is this. 3 times 20 is 60. That's going to be 60%. Over here, let's try that one mentally. 50 times 2 gets you to 100, so we'd have to multiply 42 times 2 to get to 84%. This technique is all well and good if the denominator goes into 100. A few other convenient denominators would be 4, 5, I've used that, 10, for instance. If it was a denominator of 200, you could do a divisor to get it to 100. But then, oftentimes, we get something like this. Maybe you're trying to calculate your percent on a quiz or a test, and it's given as a fraction, and well, 16 is not convenient to 100. Well, that's where our calculator can come into play. We want to divide the numerator by the denominator. 5 divided by 16. That's going to give me a decimal though. So to switch it to from the decimal to the percent, I need to multiply by 100, that whole percent idea. So the decimal is this, but when I multiply by 100, that has the effect of moving the decimal point over 2 spots, and I get this percent. And you know what? You can use the calculator technique on one like this. It would be the same steps. Let's go over those steps. You would go 6 divided by 25. That would give you a 0.24. Then you would times by 100 to get us back to what we got with the mental math technique.